and I can still feel you. Well, on the days I've lost my way, and yes, I've been told that
Gaming Bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dota Pit Season 5. We're here with Newbee versus Invictus Gaming. It's the winner bracket. Newbee, as well as Invictus, beating their opponents yesterday and will now face each other in this winner bracket. BO3, it's gonna be exciting. We get to see Bobo Car again. For you C fans out there, loving that phrase right there. Always tickles you. I don't even know if it is what he planned it to mean, but either way, Bobo Car. Just love saying it. It's so fun. Of course, we get to see the superstars on Newbee, KP, SEC, Faith, Unai, and Kaka. A couple of 9Ks in there. You know, people are saying the 9K squad of China. But IG, no slouches themselves. They got themselves the B-God Burnin, as well as XSS, who has been an outstanding offlaner outstanding offlaner ever since I've seen him through the Boston qualifiers. But yeah, talking a little bit about the draft here. We have Newbee picking the exact same thing. They have that Juggernaut, they have that Keeper. Well, okay, maybe they started with Axe, I think, the last time, but they always favor this Keeper of the Light. Kind of that Night Stalker effect where you have that map control with the Aghanim Scepter. You allow your team to have that map vision, the unobstructed vision, the mass heals in the fight as well, the permanent blinding light, and of course, it's all that in a support that can help you hold the high ground. Not as clunky as a Night Stalker where you really need to get those ganks out in the night time. You don't have that kind of pressure. You can always stack camps and farm up as a Keeper of the Light and get that Aghanim Scepter the safe way. So people are discovering that, hey, maybe this hero is slightly better at, doing the vision game, and well, they're not wrong. So I want to see how teams actually deal with this Coddle from Newbee. Newbee have always been picking this hero and seemingly getting away with it. It looks very defensive, it looks very weak on paper, but I think Newbee supports have managed to smoothen that out. And of course, that Juggernaut pick always going to be a mystery mid. Is it safe lane? Is it off lane? Is it support? So you never know. But talking about Invictus draft, they have the Rubik, the instant lift, very nice to have, as well as the Sand King pickup. I cannot say no to Sand King. Sand King is one of those heroes where, well, it's always fun to have the Bar Strike instant stun. You have the Caustic, very strong against mid laners, so if their off lane's a little greedy, you can always punish with a Sand King because of how strong that hero is against melee heroes. And of course, you can stack up jungles. There's always that long range initiation with the Blink Dagger and Barrel Strike, and then more so when you get the Aghanim Scepter upgrade. So lots of things that could be coming out from this Sand King. As well as Rubik as well. A lot of people say you need to pick Rubik against heroes that you can steal stuff from, but not necessarily true. You can have that Rubik for that null field. Number one, the more underrated reasons of why you pick that hero. And then you also have the instant lift, another instant disable that will be good at picking off heroes with escapes like Juggernaut. And now of course we have the Rubik Fate Bolt as well. So all pretty decent abilities here. We do see that Slaughter Bandit. I think Newbee do favor that Slaughter quite a fair bit. Having that Slaughter for Dire is always nice because you can get that early Roshan. So right now, Invictus, they already banned out that axe for Newbee. They don't want to give it to them. It's their comfort pick. Not going to give it to them. Locks it down. And, well, we'll see how Newbee respond and alter their draft. Because yesterday we saw them pick the same 4 heroes plus 1. So we'll see if IG does throw a kink in that plan. What were the 4 heroes? Let me think. They ran Lifestealer as well, but I think Lifestealer has been banned. So it would seem like Burning does favor the hero. Oh yeah, Ogre Magi. Yeah, those 2 heroes always gonna be hand in hand. Ogre and Keeper have that Ignite at the ready, have the Chakra Magic as well to beef him up, throw out more Ignites, and really put the screws on the enemy. Invictus Gaming, well, do they pick up the carry? Do they pick up the mid laner now? It will remain to be seen as like I mentioned, the Juggernaut is a hero that leaves mystery. You're not sure where he's laning, so you always have to account for some sort of heroes here and there. But there are some ways to restrict this Juggernaut movement, of course. One of the ways, picking up a Ursa that really scares Newbee into not going for a mid Juggernaut. Because if you put your Ursa mid against the Jug just auto loses. So it's it's kind of a draft thing that you could do. So we'll see what IG does pick up here. The 3rd pick. They're taking a little bit of time. They have 25 seconds left on the side. Do they pick up that anti-mage for Burning? Do we ever get to see it? Well, one can hope. One can hope. But right now, just chilling. I feel like some of you guys are actually discussing fervently in chat. Who are the better team to bet on? Who are the better teams to root for? And apparently the odds are actually against IG. And well, honestly, I think IG are quite the team to be reckoned with. Newbee has shown that they are extremely powerful in this current state, but IG show that they have some very good players on their team as well. XXS has been outstanding as of now, and I don't know. I've just been super impressed by him. Yao on the offlane, I think they have been my most standout offlaners. I think KP deserves a mention as well. I mean, haven't watched as many of his games, but the games yesterday were just absolute stomps with KP on that offlane driving seat. So it's very exciting to see him play. Newbee haven't decided what hero they wanted to give him, Will it be maybe a Tide Hunter? Tide Hunter does seem good, you know, that big area effect. No, they got the Nick Assassin. Going with the Nick Assassin here. Going to try and stop up any kind of pairing that Invictus Gaming might have. It's likely to be a Sven. It's the most countery hero against the Juggernaut. You have that Warcry to nullify most of Omni Slash's damage. You have that big physical output that can take out that Juggernaut while he spins. So good abilities to deal with Juggernaut. It's usually a 1-for-1 counter here, so we'll see if they do pick it. No, they go with the Alchemist. They're gonna greedy a little bit. Invictus, they're gonna give their mid laner Alchemist. I believe it should be a mid Alchemist. Alchemist rarely on the safe lane nowadays, unless there's some real reason not to. But it does open up an opportunity for Newbee to just send that Jug mid and then pick up that, bring that Jug mid and then pick up another safe lane to just greed up their draft. But right now, Invictus, they have that Husker ban against them, so they did run Husker Oracle that day, and they just face rolled their opponent. Was it because of Husker? I feel it was more of the Razor that did a lot of the heavy lifting. Was it Razor? I think it was Razor that did a lot of the heavy lifting. So now we have the Invoker banned out as well. No 9k Invoker going to be coming out here. Newbee will not have that option. And do they go for something like a Razor again? You know, try and fight early. Try and do something with the team, or do they go Medusa? You know, try and slow down that match and just play that slow style, walk with the battle, floating fortress later on in the match, like they always have done. They have the last pick, so they have the last say as well. So Invictus, I don't know. It does seem like a really heavily contested match, and there we go. The Ursa Warrior will prevent that Juggernaut mid. Like I mentioned, that Ursa Warrior coming out here. It will be a hard counter to Juggernaut, 2, a good combo pairing with the Wisp. So if Newbee decide to run that mid Juggernaut, they will be met with an IO Ursa in force. And of course, you can always tell when the Juggernaut's going mid because of which player is playing it. So if the Juggernaut appears on SCCC, Invictus Gaming can just alter their drafting or alter their laning and just put that Ursa IO in the middle lane and let Alchemist farm on the safe lane where he should be relatively safe against the Nyx. So I like this drafting coming out from Invictus, and they pick up the Morphling. Newbee gonna run with something new here. Probably gonna be a mid Morphling, likely, I think. Maybe. Gonna be a mid Morphling likely, but either way, you'll see. Alright, so it will be a Juggernaut mid. So do we see a Ursa shift to that middle lane? We'll definitely have to look at this. Burning as well as IO. Do they make that shift into the middle lane and threaten that Juggernaut mid? Morphling, on the other hand, U9, that is a strong hero. Usually I would be worried for teams that are against him, but right now, IG, I think they got the tools to really take out that Morphling. They have the Ursa for some really strong physical bursts. They have the Sand King and the Rubik for instant stuns. There's always that. And overall, I would say both teams have an even draft. You know, I wouldn't favor one team over the other heavily. Maybe that Ursa against Juggernaut thing would be more in the Invictus' favor, but overall, I think it's going to be quite an even match. So I'm excited to jump into this game. Like I said, I'm going to be joining you guys for, well, unfortunately or fortunately, a single cast. You know, I haven't been able to find any of my co-casters. All been taking a break recently, visiting or whatnot, Halloween stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so much of them all skiving off, so I'll be doing my work alone. But I know some of you guys do like the solo cast, so glad to be giving you guys that kind of coverage. So with that, I will hop into the introductions for the teams. We have IG on that Radiant side, Rubik, played by Mr. Q. We have OP, played by the playing Alchemist. We have Burning, playing the Ursa Warrior. Boboka on the IO XXS, my favorite offlane player for now, is going to play the Sand King. On the side of the dial, we have Newbee, the chat favorites, the 9k squad, so to speak. Kaka on the Keeper of the Light. We have SCCC playing Juggernaut mid. We have U9 on that Morphling. We have KP on his Nyx Assassin, and Faith, last but not least, going to play the Ogre Magi, the Walking Tango. And yeah, caught all the light, going to drop an Observer Ward very high there on the ground, and there you go. Immediately going to scoot out of there. Thing is, does the deny come in? And alright. Of course, going late, you know, you always will favor the Aghanims heavy lineup, but you know, that's got to be real late. And I want to see how this team actually does perform here. We do have a trirome in this region. We're gonna look for some targets. U9 has gone for morph level 1, so has already morphed 400 worth of stats. No, not 400 worth of stats, but rather morphed himself to 56 damage as well as 400. So this jump mid. SCCC just gonna edge closely. You know, you don't want to be too hasty when you play against play in the early game, especially to this multi-stun lineup. You have to really eke out closely. Giving away first blood is really going to be undesirable here. The Alchemist, they're going to contest this, so we got to start ourselves with a fight, ladies and gents. Here comes the Alchemist. Immediately is going to be softening up the team here. Do we get the barrel strike? Yes, we do. Alchemist gets it, and now the spinning comes across. It will be first blood onto the Nyx Assassin. The Ursa will subsequently fall, but is it going to be enough? SECC gets a kill for himself, but the Acid Spray is going to be pretty annoying. The Poor Man's Shield will shield off some of that damage. And Salve immediately coming out on the Sand King keeps him alive. There is going to be a lift in 3 seconds. Do we get the Coddle? No, we do not, as he does have quite the movement speed there. The horse going to take him out of there. And yeah, the Coddle with the 355 move speed. Wow, does he have that much move speed? That's crazy. I guess I didn't see that buff. Must have skipped my mind there. But SCCC choosing to go aggressive here with his early spin engagement. Will be starting the game with a very low HP pool, and OP is going to enjoy that lack of pressure as well as that bounty rune for himself. And we already see this Wisp and Sand King going up top, looking to pressure this offlane. Kaka not going to be something strong enough to be able to deal with them. But yeah, a secondary bounty rune. What? They didn't take both bounty runes. I guess missing a creep wave for that one is definitely going to be worth it. So he does get 2 bounty runes for himself, and Birding will be left for his own devices here against the Nyx Assassin. KP is going to be able to get some amount of farm, but Birding says, no, you do not steal CS from me. I get all the CS and... Okay, I was about to say CS Lul, but that was just perfect. Well, acting up. So he did get it. 6-1 now. Birding leads the score chart. Faith might face some pressure here from this Sand King. He does have Caustic, so maybe you want to jump for it here. The Illuminate comes through. But the Coddle does seem to be a juicy target here. Do we go for it here, though, is the problem. The Tether, slow, followed up by the Barrel Strike is definitely going to be a big deal. Look at that Caustic Blow, just immediately slowing targets and doing some area damage. So IG already going to have this offlane, well, cheating a lot of levels out of this offlane here. Meanwhile, SCCC, Mr. 9K, or as I like to call him, Sick, is going to have himself quite a good time here in this mid lane. Managing to zone this Alchemist out. There is a bounty rune on that bottom lane, so Alchemist says, okay, no problem. I'm just trying to get one last hit here, and I'm gonna walk myself down to the pocket change down in the bottom lane. Oh, meanwhile, Ayo going down here. The Sand King might just find a kill here with that Barrel Strike, but he does not, as the Ignite does slow him down, so he's forced to back off here. And yeah, the little ball of light just go down to that newbie gank. My bad, T-Tours. And Coddle just kills himself to the neutral creep. So far, still balanced here. SCCC 9 and 6 on that kill score. Have that Alchemist still farming here. Has that bounty rune inside him. Just want to hold on to it. You know, maybe get some more gold. As time passes, you do get more gold. So never mind. Hold it a little bit there. Doesn't need the bottle for now. And, maybe try and cheat out a little bit more. This is called passive investment. You have that interest building up while it's in the bottle. I do believe that's how bounty runes work, and because of the multiplier on Alchemist, it could stand to be a useful ability. But SCCC now running in there, trying to get that contest against this Alchemist, but he'll immediately bottle up. He doesn't have the boot, so he doesn't want to drop too low against his Jug, lest he get picked off there. And yeah, now gonna run for the rune there. SCCC doesn't want to give away the Juggernaut. And what is happening here? Why are they getting kills? No, Rubik. Oh, Rubik getting kills. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm missing all these. Faith, meanwhile, getting caught there. The Rubik rotating. I was wondering why the Nyx Assassin got caught in the bottom lane. And alright, I promise I won't miss another one. I promise, guys. Alright, this is the first game of the day. It's gonna be a little rough. Usually I have a co-caster watching it for me. And yeah, today I just blabber on and there's missed kills. My bad, guys. My bad. At least I caught the first blood kills, right, guys? I did miss first blood. Alright, I'm so fired. But okay, IG. They get some big kills in the early game. They get the Morphling of all heroes, which is a huge pickup to get. You want to slow down that Morphling progression as much as possible. And U9, once you want him to get to that high level of farm in the early stages, he does pick up the bounty rune as it is going to get contested very soon. And OP now pick up that Iron Talon, going into the jungle, getting some quick farm here while his creep wave is away from the tower. And looks like he is actually going to just ditch this wave while Rubik, oh no, getting caught here under the tower. Does he get the lift off? Yes, he does. He pushes the jug back. SCCC, Mr. 9K, gonna do! Gets picked off by the support Rubik. Oh man, Juggernaut, he does get the kill in the end, but he gives it over to the Alchemist. And that is not something you want. The mid laner getting caught out, underestimating the power of the Rubik, throwing him behind the tower, playing that little Bollywood dance and losing the exchange there as he feeds another kill over to that mid lane. So it's the 9K getting outplayed. Meanwhile, if you look at the CS charts, we have that Ursa right on the top there, Burning, doing very well against this Nyx Assassin alone. And KP does steal some neutral farm, but Burning still topping the CS charts. We have Juggernaut in a close second, and the Alchemist on 19, but 19 is just a little misnomer there, as the Alchemist is able to get farmed. Those 3 crits in a row! What the heck? And now the spin comes out, and it will be a kill here on the Alchem, I believe. Yes, it will be. So very lucky there. Double, I think triple crits? 2-3 crits in a row. And now the lift comes out, but there is no stun to be had here from the Sand King as well. So the heals come out, and the Coddle will stay alive. Another gank attempt there by that tri-lane, attempted there by IG. And now we have Newbee still going to be sitting pretty here in the top lane. The Ogre very resilient there in the front lines. And Alchemist getting picked off there. Definitely not part of the plan. He has that Iron Will to have that extra armor against the Alchemist, against the Juggernaut. Omni Slash, but it wasn't enough, that one. As the spin was more than enough to kill him off, so let's play very careful when doing this. The double damage now for this Nyx Assassin. He has the Golden Impale, so can he do something to Burning? I really doubt it. The Enrage is there as well. It's going to be very hard to kill him off. Double damage is nice, but I don't think even with that. At the very least, he does get some CS, so he will be getting to Arcane Boots soon enough. And, so far, Q still gonna be sitting in that middle lane. Level 4 tries to get up to the level. Okay, Sand King gets stunned. There's a spin here from the Jug as well. XXXS. Is he gonna get caught? He TP's away. U9 out of mana. Oh man, that was very quick reactions there. I would have just panicked and died. But XXXS, he survives there. And he will actually bail himself out. But the Juggernaut does rotate. And that means the mid lane is free for now. The Coddle will be taking that farm in the middle lane. We have Bobokar come to the top there, using the balls to push them away. And well, pushing balls into people's faces usually does scare them away, and it does successful this time around. Burning sees himself a festival right here, so he's gonna try himself feast. Here comes the Coddle, charging the blast, trying to steal any kind of hits, but it will not. It will just actually soften the neutrals for Burning. Burning's gonna be very happy about that one, but he does salve up. He takes a huge hit, but it's just gonna be a salve up here. There is still that siege creep that will give vision to this wave, and there's the observer anyway. So we'll see if Burning gets those. Will it be contested? Yeah, there you go. The Coddle is gonna deploy that again. Yeah, Illuminate will come through. It will do some damage, but it will not kill off this wave. So those like Newbee haven't decided where they want to really pressure on this map right now. They're just holding back. SCCC has that Omni Slash again, so he has that opportunity. The Fate Bolt gonna mess with his last hits a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. And for now, Burning. Level 7 now, 53 on the last hits, 8 minutes in, still the top of that CS charts. XXXS gonna pressure this tier 1 tower, start jamming away at it. Rubik level 5, gonna look for that level 6, you know, get that spell steal, have more weapons in his arsenal. We have a smoke gank coming out here. Newbee want to wrap around and catch this greedy IG dual lane off guard. Or maybe they find an Alchemist, which will be an even better kill. Do they have the Juggernaut coming in though? They find a Rubik, which will be a nicer kill to get. So they do get the kill on the Rubik, and SCCC gonna run in. The Omni Slash is down, so he doesn't have the extra damage to be able to deal with this. And OP was like, get out of my jungle. Let me farm in peace. And oh, the Nyx Assassin comes in. Oh, will KP get it? He will. He gets the Mana Bud, but he does absolutely nothing. The stun will. Now, they wrap up on this Alchemist. He doesn't have his ulti for very much longer. He's dropped it now, but he has that armlet toggle. Will he be able to toggle in time? It's a question. Oh, he was about to be a crit, but XCCC gets disrupted by the Sand King. And there will be a bailout here. The Rubik will not be able to come in. as well. And the caustic will slow down the jug a little bit. The impale stolen from this Rubik, so it's gonna be a big deal in the next fight, upcoming one. And meanwhile, Ursa in all this distraction picks up the Aegis for himself. So Burning gets himself 2 lives, and well, can now finally discard the popular phrase YOLO, as he will now die twice. Right, Burning. What is wrong with my throat today? Alright, OP. How's he looking in terms of farms? Got an armlet, it's got 1 death under his belt. It's not too big a deal. We have the Sand King just playing boldly here in the front. He has a raindrop on his side, a lucky raindrop. Looking at the net worth, we have top 3 by IG. Looked like it was Newbee's game, you know, with all the rotations and everything. But with the Alchemist, with the rotations, I'm surprised that this net worth changed. The Sand King's higher than the Jug. And this Morphling barely has any farm. This dual lane has put more pressure than we initially imagined here. Having died even once there was a big deal. And even getting those kills there on the supports, IG are just effectively out-greeding them at this point. 4,000 gold ahead. They are only 1 kill behind, but they have so much gold ahead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And right now, Faith. Man, the Sand King has a dagger. What? Wow, this guy. I told you, XXXS is a crazy player. This is an insane Sand King right here. 10 minutes off lane Sand King, Blink Dagger. And that goes to show the downsides of Newbee's draft. You know, they have that Ogre, they have that Coddle. Yes, it's great for harassment, but you don't really have the burst to kill someone. So, IG has that really big opportunity to play greedy, get value all around the waves. You know, have that Ursa Warrior, very independent safe lane hero. And you already see that they charge up the Barrow Strike. No, I mean they charge up their Overpower. And will they go for the Barrow here onto this Ogre Magi? And it looks like they want to. And yeah, they definitely want to. Oh, the Barrow Strike looking for XCCC, but they don't find him. The Sentry Ward's there. And for now, they're just gonna chill on it. Burning has still that Aegis, so will he make use of it? Will he leverage this extra life? They drop the Sentry Ward to keep tabs on KP. The Burning will be now on fire. He's gonna go in for that tower. There's gonna be the detection there. There you go. The Sentry Ward scouts out KP's movement, so they know the bug is there. They know the cockroach is there. Do they make a push for him?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
KP, XCCC.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Right now, still chilling here on this bottom lane. The relocate, I think, not gonna be successful. They're gonna pull Burning back here to that middle lane. So they just teleported him down for a little bit of CS, I guess. Looking to catch someone, maybe just missing out on that gank. But no worries, as Newbee are just forced to clump up. You know, you have that wisp threat around the map. You can't actually play this split push game that you want to play. Burning, getting more ancient farms there, getting really high on that net worth. The Alchemist is pretty much undisturbed there. And wow, Burning now has that Mask of Madness. He is still looking for targets there. Faith has to play very careful. He doesn't want to get spotted by this bear, because the Scorpion will follow right after. And well, you could see yourself going down really quickly. And then Burning says, alright, I got 2 minutes on this Aegis. YOLO. Or YOT. But it does, I mean, it's the ball's in IG's court right now. Their goal now is to not throw away this advantage. The Alchemist is worth a lot of gold. 1 kill will be like about 500 gold. The stun comes out of Burning. It's annoying. It will slow him down a little bit, but it's nice wrap around there from the high ground. Well read there by Newbee. They keep their heroes away from this area, but IG are still looking for a pick. They have that Blink Dagger on the Ursa Warrior. They're still looking for targets, but right now Newbee are doing a great job dodging the fights, and this is what Newbee is known for. Barrow right now on the Coddle, the old man getting caught out, and there's the Ursa chewing him right up. So a murder in the forest there, as IG claim that support hero KP might not want to be so bold in his movement here, as they do have no detection. Never mind. No detection. Okay, KP scouting out Boboka. They're gonna find this Wisp and immediately go for the dive here. They might actually get the kill on Rubik as well, but the Epicenter comes out and the Barrow Strike comes and kill. Boy, KP caught there by Sand King. He's gonna get brought down. Will the damage be enough? No, right clicks come in. Will he pop? He will pop, but in the fountain will not be the kill. But Ursa, meanwhile, cleans up the Juggernaut. 9k goes down, feeding a dominating spree to the Ursa Warrior. So Burning don't enjoy that one. Meanwhile, Ogre Magi offers the prime steak of Ogre to the Ursa, and Burning gonna take that one right up, slurps it up for a nice killing spree. and Burning's Aegis will time out just in time to regen his mana. And yeah, he's gonna be pretty happy about that one. Aegis is going down. There is a Caudle underneath this Observer Ward. He is not going to be enjoying that one. And yeah, now the Ursa Aegis does expire, gives him that benefit. And yeah, the Sand King still waiting for that deburning. Pops his overpower. Still going to be waiting for targets. The Observer Ward coverage here right now is pretty good. The IG satellite network just scouting out all that vision. But will the Ogre gets caught here? Yep, the Ogre going to get caught. The Bloodlust going over, and that's a good spell to get. Bloodlust. You're gonna power up some targets. Oh, gonna get some free wards here. Yum, yum, yum. Alchemist, the greedy bastard, not even gonna give his supports the money that they paid for the wards. Gonna steal that one for himself. With the empty promises of an Aghanim Scepter to his supports, his dear supports there. And yeah, once again, gonna extend his net worth lead to 10,000. And how's this Morphling looking? Oh boy. Just a Perseverance. Going for the Lincolns. At this point, I'm not sure Lincolns is your ideal item, but I guess it will help against the point target stuns, allows you to escape some targets, and honestly, there isn't really much else he can build. What I want to see is what Burning builds here. Does he go for the Diffusal Blade in anticipation for those Ghost Scepters that will come out? Or does he go straight for the Aghanim, dodge up those stuns from the Nyx, dodge out stuns from the, dodge stuns from the Ogre, perhaps? We'll have to see, but IG, they're still pushing forward. They have that Ogre Club, so perhaps it's going to be a BKB that will be coming out here for Burning, or maybe in Echo Saber? I don't think so. But still, very powerful right now. 16 minutes in. Tower about to collapse here. And yeah, IG, they have this thing where they just push forward there with early advantages and just take fights while the enemy can't contest them. And well, Newbee, they have the Sanchin Yasha soon on SCCC, and he really wants to take the fight to the enemy, but really it's too much to deal with right now. The Alchemist has a Radiance, it's really powerful, it's very hard to deal with, and the Bloodlust. Gonna be some really nice stolen tech here for this hero. I know, okay, Boboka, gotta be careful here. The Nyx Assassin, the Cockroach, always on the lookout here for the poor Wisp, who still doesn't have boots, Boboka not really needing boots, just crawling around at a snail's pace. And OP got himself his Radiance, got himself his boots to travel, let the red commence. I'm excited to see what Burning builds up here. I think it's probably going to be a BKB. There's no real other item he needs right now. You just want to close out the game with an early BKB. That's really what a BKB early says. You want to have that immunity, want to have that window where you can just shut down the enemy and just take that game right off the bat. IG don't want to stall out any games here. They just want to end this. And yeah, Cluckles now going to be flying on top, looking for wards there. Meanwhile, the Sand King, this KP Nyx Assassin has bought a Midas. I have not noticed that. Bought himself a Midas, thinking about the late game. I mean, that's the only side of the game where they will see themselves even winning. So it will really come down to the defense of the Ancients here, I think. It will see if Newbee's high ground defense is going to be as good, or is their space making going to be excellent. Because right now, the Morphling is taking this chance to farm. But is it going to be enough? KP just really looking for targets here. He's just invisible, waiting, and looking for targets. But there are a lot of heroes here with detection. So he has to play very careful. Oh no, just scouting out Cluckles. Cluckles, no! Cluckles Braves Adventures goes down. And oh, he gets stunned up. And RIP! Oh man, that's pretty brutal. Are you sure this game's for kids? Alright. OP, 3,000 gold on him. Is that going to be the Manta style? Is it going to be the Octarine? Let's see here. OP, pick up another bounty rune and have that huge injection of cash. 15,000 gold now sitting in his coffers. Newbee way behind in terms of the net worth. But then again, Alchemist does need that money to stay ahead. Towers now. Gonna start taking a beating. Do we have that ability to kill off this Caudle? Nope. They're gonna charge up the Caudle. Burning goes in for the Roshan. Maybe, yeah, Roshan is up. So they take this tier 1 tower probably. There's gonna be the glyph for this one. But once they take that tier 1 tower, it's gonna be easy pickings there for their Aegis. They drop another Sentry Ward in anticipation of this Cockroach. And do they find the Nyx Assassin? And now the Aegis is gonna be done here by Burning again. He gets first hit bash though by the Roshan and thinks that this might be a bad omen, so he decides to immediately pull out of there. And go back to his team. So they're going to group up as 5 again. They're still in the head of the net worth, but you know, Newbee are starting to stabilize. You can see from that goal graph, just starting to stabilize slowly. Next Assassin's Midas going to start kicking into gear if they do not get punished here soon enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And burning. Still farming up here in the middle lane. Any interesting things happening here on the side of the Diag. CCC finds himself a Sanjin Yasha. This is a diffusal blade probably. And, can't say I blame him. That item is pretty good in kiting us the warriors. And adds some pretty good damage as well for his money. And XCC farming pretty well. Staying at top of that net worth, 5-2 and 2. As a 9-kill player should, you know, always trying to be ahead. Remembering to be ahead. The haste rune popped there by the IO, gonna find themselves a regen. And Faith, 0-3 and 2 right now. Not having a great time on this ogre. Always thinking it's tanky, but against us, the warrior, he gets to the fresh meat really easily. And now the BKB is available for burning. I think this is what they've been waiting for. And the push will begin. The push will begin along with the Aegis claim, I think. Alright, here we go. Newbee. They look like they're posturing to fight as well. They are gonna chill there. How's he looking in terms of the money? Alright, Keeper only has the Glimmer Cape, so no progression towards that Aghanim Scepter. They are suspecting a Roshan here. And they will go near to the pit, realize that there isn't a smoke break here, but IG are ready for this. They drop the sentry wall, they lift on the Nyx Assassin, so no time for that spike. Immediately lose their offlaner. Newbee, Faith, oh man, it's like Roshan, take me. Roshan, take me. Nope, Burning takes him. And well, the IG illusions start coming out. The Alchemist will look for the push there. Burning gets bashed by Roshan, but is it going to be enough? XCTC doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Is he going to play the risky game? Jump in there. The Rubik is ready with the Vendetta, so he has to worry about that. But the Blinding Light going to be annoying here. But he has to be careful. XCTC, he's detected by an IG Rubik. They could be looking for a catcher. They're still holding on it. They might go for it. They go for the lift, and there's your Barrow Strike. What? That was not the plan, but Burning does get the slow on the hit there, so he goes for the Omni Slash, tries to pop that Aegis. Does he get it in time? No, sir. Does he get another crit? No, he does not. Burning claims his life with that Enrage, tanking himself up. Doesn't want to forfeit that Aegis just so yet. And OP just gonna enjoy that one. Still 0-1 and 4. Typical Alchemist thing. 17,000 net worth with no kills. And Burning now keeping on to his Aegis will get healed up by the Urn of Shadows, going for a tier 2 mid. And at this point, you ask yourself, can Newbee hold the line? Can they come back from this huge goal deficit? This Alchemist is just really farming out of his mind. 2,000 gold on the board. Does he go for the Ultra-Read? Maybe he cheats out on Aghanims for a teammate now, because getting one on the Sand King now would be huge. So I would say maybe the Alchemist cheats one out there. He's holding on to his goal, so that makes me think he might actually go for it. We'll see if he builds up that. Yeah, he does build the point booster, so I think he's going for the Aghanims for the Sand King. Maybe giving it to the Rubik, but it's likely to be the Sand King. Or maybe give Burning to up his Enrage, but I think giving to Sand King right now would be the most prudent action. That increased range Barrow Strike is just too huge to give up. And with 2,000 gold sitting in the bank here, I am waiting to see where this Aghanims goes to. Morphling still sitting on that Lincoln Sphere. Is there a courier coming in with stuff? Yeah, that's the Eagle song right there. So the E-Blade is their opportunity to come back into the game. You know, snipe one of those supports out, especially the IO. You just want to blow him out of the water. And then, you know, take the fight from there. But he still has quite a bit of money left. Oh, the Nyx Assassin once again sniping Cluckles. Oh, poor Cluckles. Alright. KP, if they win this game, it's because of the delayed delivery service here on IG. They still have that Aegis though, and this Caudal is still blasting away the wave. Kaka is there. There is an Observer Ward scouting him out, and do they port back? They do. Sand King is just waiting there. He starts the Epicenter off, go on to U9. Is it gonna be enough though? They break it with the Force Staff, they get the slam there, now they dunk him, but now, oh no, he builds that relocate, or rather the replicate, trying to get that kill there onto the Morphling, but he is very tanky there with 2,000 health. That doesn't undermorph himself. So it's going to be safe, but the relocate will bring them right back into the action. They go for a snipe, but in the end, they will be unsuccessful. And they tell Newbee this. They are out of Epicenter. So will they actually make the push for it? This tower will go down very soon with the Alchemist just farming up the waves. And once he gets that tower though, it will be Aghanim Scepter time for the Alchem. Burning, popping that overpower once again, waiting for that backdoor regen to go down and just chewing away at the tower. A piece of brick falls here, and kaboom goes the tower. It will be 3,000 gold. So does he pick up the Aghanim Scepter now for his buddies, or does he build up that energy booster? Nope, he's a selfish bastard. Like I said, selfish bastard. Oh, IG. I guess Sand King's not getting his dagger here. It will be Octarine Core, OP. Likes himself more than he likes his teammates. I guess it's his choice, right? You know, he wants to be that tanky lancer. Let me get my Octarine before I start doing the philanthropy. Can't really blame him for it. OP gotta find a double damage rune that's gonna help him clear up ancients as well as neutrals a lot faster. Not gonna be pushing with his team for now. Ursa Warrior picks up a Diffusal Blade, like I said, to deal with those upcoming Ghost Scepters, or even the E-Blade here. Ethereal Blade is up here for U9's Morphling, so the snipes will begin in earnest. Do they get the kills there on the big heroes is the question. Rubik finds himself a cloak, needs a Glimmer Cape as well. Wants to offset that damage. And 2 big items come up for IG now. It's still 11 to 8, you know, as all good Chinese Dota goes. We're just talking about those execution prime hits. No sloppy plays. This Nyx Assassin has just been roaming around, but now the gem, Q sees him. Q? What? He passed the gem over to the... Oh, he passed the gem over to the Sand King, and that was unfortunate. So will not find KP, the courier killer. Murder scum. Does actually get quite a bit of farm here, just roaming around, sniping the couriers. Has been really on the ball with these movements. The Alchemist one, meanwhile, gonna be back in the fray there, farming up. IG. XXXS. Still holding on to that. Octarine Core is now done, so now can I safely say maybe an Aghanim Scepter? What else is missing? Maybe a Shiva's Guard, or one of those armor items that Alchemist does pick up. Going in on the tower once again, looking, you know, blind blink, you know, just hoping for a target there so that the Sand King can follow up. Ricardo once again gonna channel that blast, hit the creep wave, but Burning loses his Aegis now. So that's the time for Newbee to initiate, and do they go for it or do they wait for that high ground? I think high ground would be the best choice here. Ogre Magi. Just gonna hold the line there, has 4 points in Bloodlust. The Nyx Assassin just still waiting for Cluckles the courier. Cluckles! Wait, Cluckles survives. Wait, what? Cluckles? Oh, Cluckles. Growing a brain. Alright, Cluckles hype. Cluckles, Cluckles, Cluckles. Okay, Cluckles survives, guys. Cluckles survives. Round of applause. Alright. Cluckles bails out of there after getting killed twice and escaping the underworld twice. The brave Cluckles continues his adventures on the Radiant team. Shitting pink bricks. What face? Alright, the HS is down, so now we are looking for a push here for IG. It's taking a lot longer than they expected. KP just sitting here waiting for cheap kills, probably completing a quest or something. This guy, compendium player, the questing adventurer. KP. Alright, scoot away. And oh, we have a wraparound here. It's gonna be perfect. Is it gonna be perfect? What is XXS doing? Is that what the? Oh, that TP. I don't know. Oh, U9, they're looking for him and they all bail out. Newbee. Kings are splitting up the map. They're just wasting so much of IG's time. IG's prime time is now. And Newbee has managed to escape every fight here. Maybe IG is giving them a little bit too much credit. Maybe they're just a little bit afraid to push it, but Newbee have been holding the line very well, dodging fights where they can as much as possible. And so far, this game, it's not gone any worse for them. You know, normal teams might get undisciplined. They might get picked off. KP just ganking the courier. The only guy he can really gank here is the courier. Cluckles, the brave, and KP picking on someone not his own size, which is the smart play. You know, normally Wakaka, the guardian of the light. Oh, they're gonna find him. They get the barrel strike on him. They have the gem. Do they get him? Yes, they do. With the diffusal blade as well. Kaka tries to do his hocus pocus, but Burning with the BKB finds him. I'm not sure it was worth the BKB charge, but they definitely get rid of the old man. And this is the time to push, as he has no buyback. They don't know this, but it is time for the buyback. It looks like it will be a plate mill item here. So Alchemist picks up the Assault Cuirass. Gonna help for the push here. No Aghanims upgrades for now. They're gonna go for the tower, and Morphling destroys one on the bottom lane. They deploy that. They deploy the ignite. They get that glyph as well. The Blade Fury gonna be stolen here by this Rubik. Have himself some magic immunity. Why not? The tower is taking a huge fall here. The stun is coming out. Stun's an illusion. Do they hit the tower here? The Morphling clones himself. The Diffusal. I mean, the Juggernaut denies that tier 3 tower, and immediately they bail out, and Morphling cloning himself in Alchemist. That's gonna be nice for him, as he will get himself gold with that Radiance burn, and you know, get himself a automatic split push, which is nice, which is definitely nice. Now the Alchemist is going to run out of that ultimate form, but still going to be annoying here. Clear up the way for the Radiance, and this Morphling is going to enjoy himself, that's for sure, with that extra split push that will come from this Blink Dagger now done on this Juggernaut. He has the SMY and the Diffusal Blade. SCCC. Do you get the deny off? Right, what's gonna happen here? Are they still gonna make the push? Newbee still dodging fights there excellently. The Morphlings managed to catch up in terms of farm. Yes, the gold is going up. That's because Newbee hasn't been getting any kills, objectives. They've just been farming those items up. Tier 3 tower was denied, and the Nyx Assassin gets the perfect high ground item now. This item just makes it so hard to push up the high ground. Constant mana burns, the spikes, the impales. It's gonna be big control coming out. I feel like IG might have sat on their butts for too long, or was it Newbee that have just split the map so well? We'll have to see. I rarely saw any good relocates coming out this game. Bobukar is just there to make sure that his Alchemist doesn't die. But still, it is looking very rough there, as they're still not pushing in. Burning, gonna pick up a ultimate orb. Is this a Lincoln's? Probably, maybe Manta. I don't want to say anything. Probably Manta. I don't know. Cosplay as Anti-Mage, Diffusal Manta. Probably. Manta remove Mana Leak, Blind. I think Manta is a good option here. Skadi is a possible thing, but I don't think it will be Skadi. Alright, Burning. Now going into that Roshan, gonna find himself a secondary life again. He doesn't have the slots for it though, so maybe he has to drop something for this, the Mask of Madness, or maybe even the Ultimate Orb for this one. Or maybe to give it to someone else. Sanking. Aegis goes down. He drops the Ultimate Orb, okay. Drops the Ultimate Orb. IG will get himself a cheese on the Sanking. Yeah, and now they're gonna be playing it. Morphling ratting in the meantime, and wow, if Newbee win this, that would be pretty insane. Oh, Aghanim Scepter, guys. Aghanim Scepter, there we go. Cluckles. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be on the Sand King, most likely. Sand King, gonna get himself a Aghanim Scepter, so that's the long reach on the Ags gonna be happening for him now. Oh, is it going to be Ursa? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a carries world, guys. The supports get nothing. Supports get nothing. But IG will push forward now with the Enrage on Burning. Yeah. Can help him remove his sound of like a Manta, but the Alchemist, oh boy, dropping low there, getting pushed around, losing mana. The Mana Leak just really strong there, but the Mana Burn is what's really haunting him. KP gonna deploy his turret of, you know, doom, and well, you look at that, no damage taken on the racks. I think Newbee has managed to secure that high ground lineup that they want so much. So the only chance now is to catch things out. But Burning, I think he has got fun line for this one. Oh, they find Kaka, but Kaka has the Aghanim, so he can see up the high ground. He has the gem. He doesn't care, and yeah, they're gonna have Sanking deward this, but still, Newbee have the perfect high ground hold now. It's gonna be so tough for IG to push in. Once again, they pop the smoke. This could be big. This is their opportunity. Kaka gets himself revealed. He's gonna walk up the high ground. They're gonna find him with the gem. The Sand King finds him. This is your gatekeeper. They find the they find the keeper of the light. Kaka playing a little bit too antsy here on this mid lane, trying to get the wave pushed out. And now with the gatekeeper down, Do they go for the push? IG, can they take this? No buyback on the keeper. 300 gold needed for that buyback, so he will not be coming back to this fight for 30 seconds. Can IG make the most of this? There is still that next assassin that will be burrowing in and being annoying. Look at the impale range. This is what Icefrog designed, guys. This is the result of mango mojitos and pina coladas by the beach. Oh, but meanwhile, the Alchemist Illusion just gonna soak up the creep wave a little bit and do some damage. But now, Alchemist gonna go in there. XCCC has to be careful there, spinning up the wave, just delaying as much as possible, and they do buy enough time for the Caudal to come back into this. The Alchemist self-stuns again. No biggie. Burning. Gonna have to do this with the Caudal in the front again. Gonna be blasting away their waves. SCCC being annoying. I mean, this Morphling at this point, I don't know how to catch him. Oh, they have that. U9. He doesn't have a replicate. This is their best chance to get him. No, he blinks wrongly. That's the Eel Scepter. Set things up. Here comes the setup. The Ursa Warrior is here. The waveform is there. Do they get the bash? They get the lift. This could be the chance. They get it. They get the stun. And Burning takes out the Morphling. 74 seconds on the sidelines. This is an opening again. The Morphling split push getting punished there. And this is why the Sand King is such a well sought after hero in the drafts now, because of the ability to catch from such a long range. And this is without the Aghanim Scepter having so much abilities at his disposal to lock heroes down. And now Newbee, they have to force that, well, the IG have to force that buyback from the Morphling. It is gonna have to be a thing if they want to keep this dream alive. Do they want to keep this game 1 in the bag? It's a best of 3 between IG and Newbee, and it's only game number 1 here in the Dota Pit Season 5 winner bracket. And IG, finally, after 35 minutes of walking around the map chasing after courier murderers, they're going to try and break base. Will they do it without the Morphling? The buyback will almost certainly have to come here. Look at that long range impale. Oh, they're looking for the Barrel Strike. X threatens that, but Burning is going to chip away one at the side. They're going to hit for that unregeneration. Well, the lack of regeneration on that one, but oh no, Rubik gonna get caught there. Gonna get hit by the Omni Sniper, but the Blinding Light screws it all up. Oh no, Burning is now gonna enjoy that as he pops that Enrage there in the middle of all that stun. But oh no, look at KP just constantly burrowing in there, causing trouble. The Barrel Strike coming onto Kaka again. They look for the melee racks. Do they find it? The Alchemist says, just let me have this wreck, but the backdoor regeneration almost keeps it alive, and IG back out. The Morphling not gonna be there for it. They stun up the Alchemist. Do they find it? The Impale comes out again. The Golden Impale actually. They get Cluckles! Oh, Cluckles! Oh, rip Cluckles. But oh, no, the Glimmer Cape. Is it gonna keep this Rubik alive? No, it will not. The Fire Blast multi-cost 3 times. It will blow the Rubik out of the game for now. But it will be Rexus for IG after 36 painful minutes. They find it. Bubblecop finds themselves a Haste Rune. But I think everyone else should have to definitely say that Cluckles was the true casualty there. The real victim of these fights are our pets. Moment of silence for Cluckles. I said silence, damn it. Alright. That should be enough, as he will revive in 3 minutes, so not too long a procession is required. Alright, meanwhile, Alchemist. What's happening here? It looks like Newbee want to take the aggressive stance here. They have a Hex for Ursa. I can agree with this. Definitely gonna have to agree with this one. Ursa having saved one, gonna be able to save one of his slots for his Aghanim, so he will be able to pick up an Ursa. I mean, pick up a Hex. Pick up a Hex for himself. So another is able to be locking things down. They have a Diffusal for that Lincoln Sphere, and they have the Hex there for that shutdown. So definitely going to be something that Morphling will have to be worried about. There is that threat of a Hex now, and I like this Ursa build so far. Being able to do the damage, and Enrage just not only does Enrage give the Ursa tankiness, it also gives him the ability to get more first swipe stacks. I think it does multiply it by a lot, so there's that as well. It increases his damage as well. So IG still have to cheese on them. Are they gonna make for a push? The Sand King still doesn't have his Aghanim Scepter. I believe Alchem has the money for it now, so maybe buy it for him. But IG OP is still a little bit, you know, tight. No, still a little bit stingy with his wallet. Doesn't want to spend the money just yet. Save some for the Gravekeeper. Oh wow, there's U9 Morphling. He does have to replicate out of here right away. Oh, the Rubik coming close to just lifting him up, and that would have been the end. The end, I would say. But now, Newbee, they keep the dream alive for now. The gold graph is still steadily going up. success. 2-0 on the Sand King. Still hasn't died yet, and that's, I think, is amazing. And given the game, how the game has gone, I think, honestly, I think Cluckles has the most death in this game. 4 times? 4 times, I think. Giving a lot of heads to the viewers, though, that is for sure. But, hey guys, look who's back. Wait, where is he? Okay, he's not back yet. He's still dead. No, nope, he's back. Hey guys, respawn. What's up? There we go. The Chinese do really like their Warcraft 3 Dota, but Faith is now in position for a gank here. They start with the Sandstorm, they poke him up there, but Ursa comes in, and hello, Faith! What's up? Godlike here for burning. B-God reaches his prime status as Godlike. And they're gonna push that bottom lane there. The Alchemist has been keeping that wave pushed out on the top. So Morphling will not be able to threaten any Rexes here. Meanwhile, still waiting for burning to show off that Hex. Will he be able to get it off though? And Alchemist on Alchemist action here. Not safe for work. Here comes a relocate. Okay. They're just gonna have to Ursa come here for a while, be annoying. I don't know what this little excursion is for. Just to push out a wave. Okay. They've got 1 second to push out this wave. Just kidding. Alright. They're back in the fray there. Kaka. Okay, okay. No, they see him. Sand King didn't want to dive in too deep there. IG having the discipline, the restraint to not pick off the old man again. Alright. Oh, they get the Morphling! They get the Morphling. Nice! They got him. Alright, Burning deploys that BKB for the Morphling. He does have buyback. So, now, I promise I wouldn't miss a kill, guys, but there's been many kills later. So, and now we get 16 to 9. It's now widescreen. Oh, the Barrel Strike goes in there. Distracts some of Newbee's lineup. Prevents any kind of follow-up. The Blade Fury is stolen. It's still a minute without a Waterman. Will they be able to hold this? The Kaka Blast comes in. There is still that Impale from Nyx Assassin. 7 second cooldown. Long range stun. What else could be more balanced? Here we go. IG looking to push in on this tier 3 tower. There is still that defense from the Glyph. OP keeping himself alive. The Barrel Strike goes onto the hole. But yeah, I'm not sure. The Morphling buys back. Knowing that this initiation has started, the Morphling is going to be buying back into the game. So he has 1 life remaining. The Omni Slash will take out Rubik once again. That unfortunate soul. But they do lose the Wisp as well. So 2 heroes down. Are they going to be able to find him? The Barrel Strike. Oh, the Eel Scepter actually does save himself. But no, the Diffusal Blade will find him. Now the Ursa will blink away. The 2 cores left on that IG squad. Now going to be on the full retreat there. They diffuse off that. Oh, they hex off that. They hex off that replicate. And now they're looking for a kill. The E-Blade starts. But is it going to be enough? It's not going to be. The Nyx Assassin still looking for that Radiant stun there. But they will distract them with the illusion. So the 2 cores on IG get out scot-free. IG do not want to lose that Ursa there. He is godlike after all. So giving that gold over will not be great. But now this Aegis can be contested here by Newbee. They're going to go hard and fast for this one. They need that second life on U9 who has spent his buyback here. And I don't think IG are in any position to take this one. So Newbee will get himself a breath of life there, as they will get the Aegis as well as Cheese. A great resource to pick up, especially when your core doesn't have that buyback. And yeah, wow. This game, a lot closer than what, you know, some of you guys would imagine. You know, IG being the lesser favorite team here, putting a lot of pressure onto Newbee, but Newbee holding like the top tier team they are. And there's no surprise that this game is about as close as you can get here in the winners bracket of the Dota Pit Season 5. And yeah, if you guys are tuning in, it's only a best of 3. No, it's only game 1 of this best of 3. It's the winner bracket. It's not even the finals, damn it. It's a best of 3. And now Rubik gets his Aghanim Scepter. Everyone gets an Aghanim Scepter. Wisp, maybe you can get some as well, you know, just to tank you up. But I think Alchemist will be putting that on himself first. So we're actually getting the full Aghanims upgrades for the team now. Rubik having that Super Steal. We'll see if it makes any difference for him. I wonder if he can steal Burrow. That'll be nice. Alright, let's look at the game here. Faith. The Gem of True Sight now being picked up on him. Ogre finally getting a kill there. They do smoke forward there. SCCC missing the memo on that one. Immediately jumps forward there and breaks the creep wave. But yeah, I think his supports are going to be chiding him for that one. But oh, lucky he did bail out of there in time, because there comes the IG squad looking for a push. It's now nighttime. So old man loses his eyesight, got himself some night blindness in his old age. Feels bad, man. But yeah, IG are gonna take this time to push. They are the Night Stalkers now. They are going to be the creatures of the night, looking for targets here. SCCC about to hit that full wave now. U9 getting Hex and Ult. Oh no, a miscommunication there. Wastes a lot of that Hex time, but they're still beating on this Morphling. He does have the Aegis though, so they will not find him. The Sand King gonna be punished there with a few canes to the butt, but no, SCCC will not be coming in with that one. But U9 runs back into the fight. He loses his Aegis. He does take out Io, but is it the kill that you want? The Rubik steals Omni Slash, but the Morphling immediately wastes out of there in time. They will bail out, but they lose their Aegis. They are down the Nyx Assassin as well. That guy has no buyback. And right now, the only casualty on IG is the Wisp. Does that matter? IG about to find out as they push for this bottom lane. The creep wave is still pretty far back, but they need that wave in the middle to actually get in there. But right now, Burning gonna try and chew away this wave as fast as possible so that they can get onto that high ground, get some advantage in before the Nyx comes back and gets into his burrow spot. So here they are. The creep wave is here. The Caudal Blast is charged up. It's gonna be a little bit early. It will miss the creep wave though. Skaka doing a little bit of miscommunication there. XCCC has to be careful here. Don't want to stay too close when that spin goes down. And when there's a 9k player, he should know. So he stays out of there in time. Deploys the Meow Meow. Oh nope, here we go. 4 staffs keeps him out of there, but Burning comes in with a surprise, but immediately gets stunned there. The Enrage popped a little bit too early, forgetting that he has BKB. Could have gotten SCCC, but then there again, there was a butterfly. SCCC coming in, has that spin. The Sand King getting punished there, getting blasted there by the shotgun. U9 is gonna get a kill, a dominating spree now, and now Newbee still pushing forward. The Radiance Burn stopping any Blink Dagger shenanigans there from happening. The Meow Meow will keep them all alive, and Newbee hold the ground once again. Despite losing some key characters in that previous fight, IG are just finding it hard pressed to get into that. Maybe they decide to ban Caudal next game, I don't know. I feel like Caudal is just such a great pick for Newbee here. They always want to have their late game. They always go to the late game, just wear opponents down with late game decision making. And this is how they play. I mean, now the Aether Lens is up, this is going to be even more absurd for high ground defense. The Impales like this, when it's in burrowed form, is going to be even worse. Stand by. Stand by for ridiculousness. Oh man, 46 minutes there. The gem just left on the ground because, I mean, who needs gem, right? XCCC, you gotta be careful there. Walking deep into enemy territory. And oh look, they got tier 1 towers 46 minutes into the game. And well, U9. It's gonna be looking for some more shotgun targets. He's looking really nice on farm now. He's got the Skadi, he's got the E-Blade, the Manta Style, and the Lincoln. So at this point, that 1 Rex is pretty much non-consequential. They need that buyback off cooldown. So they're just going to be playing around the map again, leading IG by the nose 1 minute and 30 seconds before that actually comes off cooldown. So after that, he can play more YOLO, have that buyback ready, and yeah, just enjoy himself, you know. And this is why I'm always a firm believer in the Necrophos against rat heroes like Morphling. You know, take him out once and that's it, you know. But hey, it's not going to be the case here. IG can have Burning. That Diffusal Blade, BKB, Mask of Madness, maybe change that one up later on. But for now, he's just going to hold on to that. They're looking for targets. They have the Alchemist showing bottom. But I think Newbee are more experienced in that. They're not going to be caught by such simple parlor tricks. But hey, you never know. Burning. The Dire uses Scan. It will not be an aggressive move upwards. They drop an Observer into the creep wave, into the lane. They want low for SCCC. They go in right away. BKB Burning. BKB! Get the Enrage. Where's your BKB Burning? They get him the Omni Slash onto SCC, but they do not get the kill. They just run around like headless chickens, and now SCCC, they are going to actually get the Caudal. SCC going for the Omni Slash, going to go onto all the Alchemist illusions. The Epicenter is here. They find Faith. They might find a Morphling as well. He doesn't have buyback for another 25 seconds. Do they catch him? They do not. The stun goes onto the Juggernaut though. He will spin away again. The Enrage is there. The cooldown's so short on that one, but no, the control from the Nyx Assassin, just so much there. The Juggernaut finally finding the Rubik in the sidelines. XXXC is going to look for a kill there, but they are still cheesed up. He will be brought down eventually, and now suddenly IG, 4 heroes down, Burning about to lose his godlike streak here. SEC slows him with the Diffusal Blade, and now Newbee are in the lead, 19 to 19, a full 5-man wipe, not losing a single hero. Okay, just kidding, they lost Keeper, but they will not lose any more heroes other than that. Just perfect kiting, perfect teamfight distraction here, and just really sloppy initiation here from the B-God, not able to output enough damage. And this is what happens when you go late game versus a Morphling. This is not how you want to play this game. This hero is nigh impossible to kill without the right tools. And one of those right tools not even drafted in this game, and now Newbee forcing out buybacks of their own and have been playing disciplined Dota
Time heals all wounds, but the scars that you gave me, my dear, will I never want to lose.
Gaming Bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.